I'm not over it, but I will get over it. But I won't get over it today. Maybe tomorrow. It is Monday, and I have 16 miles. It's 3 in the afternoon, and the sun was out all day, and now it looks cloudy. And also, this is going to take me past sunset. So I plan on doing a 14.8 mile loop, come back to my car, and then run on the road here because it's going to be well lit to do 16 total miles. This is the only time I could do it today. It is what it is. I need to get my long run in, and today is that day. I went with shorts because it's 56 degrees. The only thing is there's a breeze and it's a little chilly, so I may have underdressed. Nothing could be worse than last week, I don't think. It's 14 degrees outside. It's freaking cold. All right, we're not sore today. 16 miles, here I come. Mile 2. Time for the first show. Just hit mile 5. It's going good. Only 10 more miles to go. Halfway done. Hit 10, 6 to go. My stomach is hurting, so I'm easing up a bit. All right, mile 12, 4 to go. It's starting to get darker out. 3 miles to go. All right, last mile. My stomach really hurts, so I'm gonna slow down a lot. All right, it's dark. I'm back in the car. I feel like my asthma is acting up, like can't get a full breath, and it feels wheezy, which is weird. I don't know if it's because it's kind of humid out, but I'm feeling asthma stuff that I haven't felt in a while. My stomach hurts really bad. I'm surprised I didn't throw up at the end. I wanted to, so I just significantly slowed the pace. So now I'm gonna go home. Hopefully I have an appetite by the time I get home so I can eat, and then I'm just relaxing the rest of the night. Going to put my compression legs on for sure and foam roll and just take it easy. I'm not gonna go to the gym. Scratch that whole idea. I'm at the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. I hope that by the time I get home, I have an appetite. I still don't feel that great. I've been trying to drink water. I'm gonna drink some Element when I get home, and I do have a Ninja Creamy ready for me. It's vanilla protein. I'll show it to you, but it has tart cherry juice in it too, so it'll be good to get some extra protein in and some calories in. It's New Year's Eve, and I'm headed to the gym because I have a busy day, things to do, but I need to get my gym workout in first. Today I'm gonna work on Colgate to work on back and biceps, and maybe some core depending how I feel. I feel a little nauseous like I did after the run yesterday, hoping that it goes away during this workout. Okay, I was in the gym for like 20 minutes, and then the nausea started coming on really strong, so I stopped because I literally feel so sick. I'm gonna go home. I need to try to eat something again. I'm so annoyed because I literally had breakfast and I ate, and it came back right before I was about to leave for the gym, this nausea. So I don't know what is going on. I need to drink some electrolytes or something. I just don't feel too great right now, so I'm just gonna go home. I have things to do to prep for New Year's Eve, so I'm gonna do that and then just take it easy the rest of the day. Today's an off day from running, so at least I have that in my favor there, where I don't need to feel like I have to miss a run.
I felt better in the evening and was able to celebrate with my sister, and we made our 2025 manifestation boards.
Happy New Year! It is Workout Wednesday, and I have 400 repeats at the track, and it is pretty windy out today, so we're gonna see how that affects the workout. It's kind of warm but cold at the same time, if that makes sense. It's 48 degrees, my car says. The wind is definitely making it worse. When you're just standing with no wind in the sun, it feels pretty good. So I am wearing shorts today, so we're gonna see how that turns out for me. I never wear shorts in cold weather, but I've been feeling like I've been really hot lately, so I'm wearing shorts today. So let's go to the track and get this workout over with so I can eat and relax the rest of the day.
My 1 mile warm up. It is so windy out today. The workout was 2 sets of 4x400s. These were at 10K pace. My goal time for each 400 was 1 minute and 35 seconds. Honestly, this was pretty easy today. I was able to dip below my goal time for each of the reps, and I just did a great job of pacing and trying to maintain some consistency with this. And the wind was pretty brutal, but honestly, it was so much better having my girls from Run Club there, even though they were doing a different workout.
First set done. It's very windy and I'm wearing my gloves now.
I was aware that my coach told me not to run these too fast, but honestly, 135 was just too slow and it just didn't feel comfortable. I feel like I needed to run at a faster pace just to feel like I was getting a workout in.
Last rep to go, 1 more to go. That was a great workout. Now I'm on my 2 mile cool down. Strength session after speed work.
This was also such a good workout. A great leg day for me. I was able to get on all the pieces of equipment that I needed and it felt really effective, and I was feeling slightly sore the next day. It's been a little bit since I was able to do some legs and have a good solid session with that nausea I was having, but honestly, we are doing what we can and it's all about being consistent, and as long as we can get in the gym and get something done, that is good enough for now. I just want to build that routine.
Happy Friday. This week blew by. I can't believe it is Friday, probably because it was New Year's and all that stuff, so the week kind of just crumbled and here we are on Friday. And today was a total rest day. I did go to yoga to do slow flow. I'm in my kitchen right now because I wanted to show you my Ninja Creamy. I got this for Christmas. I was eyeing it up all summer and I finally decided to get one. So I got it for Christmas as a gift. My freezer here, I prepped some earlier. This is literally nothing is better than this concoction that I created. I wanted to make this right now and show you how good it is, and I crave one every single day, so I make sure that I have them on deck, and that's what I'm about to do because I had dinner. I had steak, bites, and potatoes for dinner. So getting my iron in, you know, we must say good on our iron store. So let's do this. So this actually has to de-thaw. I should have done that while I was setting the camera up. So let's let that de-thaw there. Doesn't need too long, but so while I'm waiting for that to defrost a little bit, I wanted to kind of fill you in on what the rest of the week will look like. Tomorrow I have an easy shakeout run because on Sunday I have the second preliminary round of the women's Colgate games. I am running the 1500 again, and I'm going into it with a very different mindset and race strategy. So we will see what happens. Fingers crossed it's a better result than last week because that was just absolutely insane and I don't know where that performance came from. I'm officially over it, but very hungry to definitely beat that time on Sunday. Also, yesterday I had a coaching call with my coach, a goal setting session, and I forgot to tell him that I was not doing the London Marathon. I had entered to the lottery, never got in. Well, I got declined from the lottery, and then I never got in via any charities. I've been waitlisted, and I kind of gave up a couple weeks after. I was like, it's okay, I don't really care anymore, I'm over it. So my timeline for the marathon majors is no longer boom, 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 boom. I still care, I want to complete them all. I think it's really cool and it's fun, but I'm no longer in the mindset that I need to get them done back to back to back to back to back to back. So that being said, I am not doing London in the spring, which means now my training is actually going to reflect an indoor track and fast kind of winter spring season. I trust my coach. We now are on the same page. It's definitely my fault. My brain kind of goes a million times a second. It's thinking a million things at once. And I totally forgot to fill him in because I'm pretty sure I just once I didn't get into any charities, I kind of just stopped and forgot to update him. Totally my fault. My training, he said, would have been a little different the past couple of weeks. No big deal.
I have many weeks of speed training ahead, so I'm not concerned about that. My biggest focus is getting faster in these shorter distances, lots of track meets coming up at different locations, and then my half marathon is in March, the Love Run. It's March 30th, so time's a ticking. We are on our way to hopefully running a half marathon PR. That would be simply iconic, and I can't wait to take you all along with me. Let's check in on this Ninja Creamy. All right, we're definitely getting better. I'm gonna be able to mix it soon. So what I made was, it's a cup of oat milk, a scoop of strawberry protein powder. That's the only flavor I have right now. I have tried this with vanilla, but I just ran out. And then I do 1 ounce of tart cherry juice, which I also just ran out. Let me show you this. It is so clumpy. This is just like chunks of tart cherry juice. It's not juice anymore. See, it's just stuck. So I ordered a new one for that, but it's 1 ounce of that to help with recovery. And then I take a cup of fruit, which includes cherries and dark berries, and a cup or serving size of Greek yogurt. So it's 3/4 cups, 170 grams of Greek yogurt. I heat the berries up, get them nice and soft, blend it together with the yogurt. It makes like a cup of liquid, and then I disperse half into each container. So that is all that's in here. I'm going to mix this up, make it into the ice cream, and then I do mix-ins. I add in chocolate chips and chocolate chip cookie dough because I love sweet treats, and that's how I'm gonna create this to be more like an ice cream and not just a protein kind of thing. So let's get started there. So we're gonna turn this on. Perfect. I washed this, so I just took it out of the dishwasher. Gotta put the blade on. Perfect. Okay, my little cup thing. Now you just put it into the machine here. There we go. Okay, it's in. We lock it in. Now that it's in, I'm gonna press light ice cream. Okay, so this one's already pretty creamy, so I'm putting the toppings in, and then I'm gonna put the lid back on. And then I press mix in. All right, it's a little more on the liquidy side than it was last night, but I'm still gonna eat it because it still tastes the same regardless. I'm still working on the texture. I've only had it for like, played around with it for like a week. So I'm still playing around with it. I'm still trying to get this consistency right, but I will. And I think that everyone should have a Ninja Creamy after only having it since Christmas. So I'm gonna enjoy this, get a hot shower because I'm cold, and then I'm gonna lay in bed and get ready to go to sleep. It's already 7:30 at night. It feels like it's 10 p.m. So I need to go to sleep. I need to rest up for my meet on Sunday. See you tomorrow. I just did 4 miles. It is actually pretty icy here, so we managed the best we could. I do have some strides to do, and then we're going to finish coaching the girls. They have some hills. We're feeling pretty evil this morning. Well, I was feeling evil when I made this. So
it's a good prep, huh?
yeah, so for the Love Run Half Marathon, has some hills in it, so that's why we picked this park to run in today, because it's kind of hilly. But tomorrow we have a track meet, so we are not doing hills, and that's why I have to do some strides. Oh, my knee.
No more strides.
No more strides. We are back at the armory. Okay, here I am. This is 30s plus, that's me. And in the 1500, there I am. I have accumulated 13 points, so I'm in first place. And there's Fran. I think there are fewer people here today, but Fran doesn't think so. She thinks there's more. We'll see what it looks like today. I'm just gonna focus on running my own race, not worrying about anybody, and just trying to hit some splits as best as I can and just have fun out there. Ready to warm up. I brought my New Balance Rebels. One, they're supposed to be lighter, and two, I'm trying to use up all the miles on them so I can get new shoes because I hate them.
All right, about to go for a 1 mile-ish warm-up. Outside this time because I'm not trying to overheat. Because last time I was dripping sweat and I feel like that really affected my race. So we're gonna go outside like I usually do.
1.3, I'm feeling nice and warmed up.
That track meet was night and day compared to last week. One, the temperature was a million times better. Last week I was drenched even on my warm-up and just sitting there. It was really uncomfortable, really hot. This track meet this time, they had windows open, they had the mist coming down. It was really cool. I actually had goosebumps before my race and I thought that I was going to be not warmed up enough. So that was one good thing. Second, I really wasn't as nervous as I was last time. I think mainly I just tried to talk to other people. I cheered for my sister because her race was right before mine. And I tried not to get too worked up. I knew that I just had to run my own race and that kind of gave me reassurance that I didn't have to be as nervous as I was last week. So I will say that I was just focusing more on the time. So I wanted to run 40 seconds per lap or try to stay as close to that as I can. And I pretty much was pretty close to that. I started out going through 100 meters at 20 seconds. And my first lap, I'm pretty sure I did it around in about a minute and 1 second. So I was right on track. And afterwards I looked at my splits and they were so consistent. I ran 41s throughout the whole race, except for the last lap, I was able to run a 39. So this was just a great performance. I'm really pleased with it. I felt really strong the whole race. And maybe I could have even pushed a little more, but that's just looking back. I think I ran it really smart, and now we'll kind of go through the track footage that I have. I was in position 1 in the first heat. I was in position 1 based on my time from last meet actually, so I had that advantage and I knew that I just needed to get out. There was another girl in the competition that ran the 3rd heat last week and she was in my heat this time, so I used that to kind of fuel my desire to run fast. So she did hang with me for a little bit there, so it felt good to have someone else there. And I just tried to not look over my shoulder because I didn't want her to know that I knew that she was there. Just wanted to run my own race, but I think we worked well together for this lap here, kind of pushing the pace right off the bat. You can see I came through at like 61.62 for the 300 meters. There's such an improvement in my form from last week too. This week I wore, I think they're called the Cloud Echo Booms. My friend let me wear them because you can't wear spikes until the semifinals in this series. So last week I wore my Cloud Monsters and they're pretty bulky. I did bring my New Balance because I was going to run in those, but he saved the day with these Cloud Echo Booms and they were so good. They felt so nice on the track. So honestly, for a lot of the laps, I thought that she was right behind me. I kept hearing something, but it could have been my own shoes. It could have been echoing, but I thought she was right on my tail. But I did start to pull away from her, but I just told myself not to look back, not to look back, not to get comfortable, to keep pushing the pace and to try to get as close to the lap times that I wanted. I also liked about this race is that this woman right here was actually saying 3 laps to go, 2 laps to go, versus you just seeing. It really helped me mentally when she said 4 laps to go to stay in the game. You kind of ease up, and for me, I knew that I needed to stay focused for laps 4, 5, and 6 and 7. So when she said that, kind of just lit a fire in me, like, keep going, don't relax. Again, my form just looks so much better. I just look so much stronger than I did last week. So now this is where I start to pass people again, but luckily everyone was running by themselves. It wasn't pulled out to me having to go into the 3rd lane and go up on the bank. And I also feel like I was passing people on the straightaways more this time, which is also a little easier than doing it on the bank turn. And just huge kudos to this woman. I have mad respect for her for going into the 2nd lane. No one owes you that. People don't have to move out of your way, but it's just so hard to make a lateral move when you're going at a really hard effort. So I just really appreciated that in the moment, and afterwards I was like, she is just mad respect to her. This is where I have 2 laps to go, so I'm really pushing it. One thing when I'm running an indoor track is I often think of like an outdoor track. So truly when you have 2 laps to go on indoor, you have 1 lap to go on an outdoor track. And for me, doing my workouts on outdoor tracks just is a little more comfortable. So I just think like, okay, 1 big lap to go, and you just gotta push the whole time. This is my last lap. So I'm like, I gotta go, I have energy, I'm going. This was my fastest lap at 39 seconds. And it was great, people cheering again. My friend who I met at another one of these meets was yelling, like, go on the straightaways, open your arms. And it was just great. There she is yelling, and I just like immediately did what she said, open my arms. And then when I get to that straightaway, my sister was like, look at the clock. And I was like, oh yeah, I could go under 5:10, which would be exactly what I really wanted to do this meet. And I crossed the line in 5:07. Immediately night and day from last week, where I'm giving my sister like a thumbs up, nodding, just to tell her that I was happy with that performance. And then I hung out a little bit and cheered for some of the other girls to come through. So when I finished, I got handed this ribbon. It's kind of hard to see with the glare, but just saying that I'm a competitor, and it's really cute. And then I also, this meet, got my medal for the last meet. This is my gold medal for the last preliminary round, and then at the semifinals I'll have to pick up my gold medal for this one.
Going to do a 5-mile cool down. On my 5-mile cool down this post race. That is a wrap on cool down. Track meet is officially over for the day. We are going to our favorite pizza spot, Francesco's on Columbus. Snapple apples, the best Snapple. Don't even say anything otherwise. Nothing like New York size.
So I'm really pleased with my performance yesterday. I really am hoping to dip under 5 minutes by the end of this season. I have 2 more 1500s on the schedule. That would be the semifinals and the finals. So those would be my only opportunity to run a sub 5. So I hope that I can do it. I'm gonna keep pushing hard. I feel like this was a great step in the right direction for the rest of my track meets for the rest of the season here. Thank you for following along. The next track meet will be on the 19th of January, so stay tuned for all my track workouts and training runs leading up to that point. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get all my new videos, and I really thank you for watching, and have a great rest of the week.